I think he's in a better place physically now because he understands his body better. And, then we start developing better qualities. We start developing things that are better nutritionally. And, his life's different now than it was in Deadpool 1, right? His life's different now than it was when he shot Green Lantern. Like, he didn't have kids when he shot Green Lantern. He's got three beautiful children now. Like, there's just things are going to change. Schedule's going to change. Stress level's going to change. So it always changes. And that's what I think, that's what I get most excited about because it becomes this new puzzle every time.
Because I mean, he was on my mind because he had just watched a video he had done of he went for a colonoscopy, and he had it filmed along with his Wrexham co-owner, and it was just that kind of they were opening at this, and like I would love to have him on the podcast, obviously when I get much bigger, but it was that kind of idea of like to have there's so much more to fitness. It's about to be optimal wellness. It's not just can you lift in but not go up a flight of stairs. So I mean, is that the things that people need to include? Nutrition, sleep. They need to realize it's a 3D model of health, not just what you can bench in the gym.
Yeah, I think there's also this like misconception on how you have to approach it. I believe, the movie Rocky, as much as I loved it, right? I think at times it sets a bad example because, yes, it's showing a guy who's working his ass off. But then we start affiliating in our head that that's what needs to happen all the time. And that to me is unrealistic. Like no, not every set has to be taken to failure. No, absolutely not. Like maybe that's not in the cards for you. So I have a gentleman right now that I've helped out since May, and he came into me. He was about 515 pounds, and he was pretty much on his deathbed that week. His doctors told him, they said, "You're going to die," pretty much. He couldn't walk. He couldn't walk on his own. Um, he had to walk with crutches. He was drinking maybe a glass of water a day. I had him track his steps. He was walking maybe 400 steps a day. Couldn't physically walk. That was May. I have the date written down. It might have been early May. And I think the other day I had his Oura ring on, and we're tracking him at about 6,000 steps a day now,
That's some
and
change.
some change. And he's drinking about 200 ounces of water a day. And he went into the doctor, and the doctor actually looked at him and apologized and said, "I didn't think you were going to be able to, most people can't go on this direction that you're going on." And he goes, "It's fantastic what you're doing. Keep it up." Because now walks without crutches. Now we're starting to monitor some sleep, right? Is his diet perfect? His diet's pretty good. I mean, he's definitely on more of a fat adapted diet right now by his choice, because I think he's not starving and he's got a lot stored up and he's able to get away with that now. But, I sat with one of my friends and him yesterday, a nutritionist, and we talked about when we get him below 300 pounds, things are going to change. We're going to have to change up the formula a bit. Everything's working now. He's getting 1 hour sessions in here every day. He's coming in. I wrote him a program. He's doing it. He's sweating. He's doing the ski erg, walking 6,000 steps a day. He is. He touched the ground yesterday. He was able to reach down to the ground and pancake his hand to the ground. Like, to have that type of progress since May, I think is extraordinary. But the coolest part about it was when he saw his doctor asked him to get on the scale. And he said, "Doctor, if you don't mind," he's like, "I want to focus on NSVs." And he goes, "What's NSVs?" He goes, "Non-scale victories." It's something my coach tells me, non-scale victories. I don't want to get on that scale right now.